Welcome to Beyond the To-Do List, a podcast about productivity. I'm your host, Eric Fisher, and this is a special Shortcast edition brought to you in partnership with Blinkist, the app that delivers key insights from top nonfiction books and podcasts in just 15 minutes. With Blinkist, you can explore more episodes like this one, covering topics like productivity, mindfulness, leadership, personal growth. And after listening to this episode, click the link in the show notes or go to Blinkist.com and start a free trial, and then search for Beyond the To-Do List to find the over 70 plus episodes of Beyond the To-Do List that are in there as shortcasts. You're gonna love them, just like this episode. All of us set goals or ambitions. We often start out with great enthusiasm, but then life gets in the way, and we give up. It's disheartening. Maybe the big goal, quick action model is what's wrong. What happens when you flip that? And instead, try to build an uninterrupted run of small efforts and let time do the heavy lifting. Today's Shortcast is all about the concept of streaking. If you can build a really long run, a streak, of tiny actions over a large period of time, you can achieve real progress and change. And even better, you start to build confidence in yourself.
You unlock this consistency over time as you are building up that creates massive amounts of self-credibility. I believe in myself. I'm like, okay, I'm doing these things.
Jeffrey and Jamie Downs are the husband and wife founders of StreakingMastery.com. They have used their theories to build up some incredible runs of achievement in their own lives. We're talking about thousands of days of action in a row. In this shortcast, Jeffrey describes how communities and celebrations give streaking a unique power, citing the example of the huge reaction that baseball player Cal Ripken Jr. got when he broke the record for consecutive appearances. Jamie explains how slow progress is actually a great way to move forward because it builds such strong foundations. And we start by discussing the rules of streaking. It all comes down to making your chosen action easy to do and repeat.
The first law is make it laughably simple. The second law is to keep a record of it. And the third law is to create a community. And when you follow these three laws, what you empower you, it's like you unlock the ability to be conscious and consistent. And the first law, keep it laughably simple, we stumbled on that because when I first looked at this running streak of run at least a mile every day, even though I had been running for probably 10 or 15 years, I still knew that my life as a mom of 7 children, you have to accept disruption. It's just part of being a mom. And so I knew in my mind from past experience, I'm like, I can't guarantee that I will have the energy or the capacity to run every single day. And so when I evaluated and looked at it and said, okay, what could I do when the emphasis is on being consistent? What can I do? And so when I looked at it and thought I can run or walk, give myself that walk 6 days a week, I made it simple enough for me that it was something that I could do even when life changed, whether that be my routine was disrupted for something or literally sometimes the bottom fall out of life that, big things happen. That's part of life. Could I still maintain this consistency in that? So that was law number 1. Keep it laughably simple because your point is to make it so that you can continue to do it in all of the events of your life.
The laughably simple rule is powerful because it makes self-improvement so easy that it becomes part of our day, however crazy busy we get. Each day we carry on. It's not just the actions that are stacking up, it's our self-confidence too. It's tempting to think that a laughably simple and small action can't possibly deliver big results. But think of it this way. How you are right now is a result of the tiny decisions and behaviors in every day of your life up till this point. There's another benefit to small daily actions. It forces us to not go too big too soon and set ourselves up for failure.
The actual process of streaking teaches you patience. You can't do 2-a-days often. You can't go faster. It literally is you do the simple act each day and adding those acts together is what creates it. And so the process of streaking innately teaches you to be patient and to think about, okay, do I really want to do this? But in the process of thinking about it, you also know, okay, I know I can do this because I've had this other streak going long enough. So I believe that I can do this. And it gives you this confidence to set the new one, but tempered with the reality of, I really need to do it. Like I'm truly holding myself accountable to this commitment that I'm making just to myself. And that's where I really think so much of the power is that we make these commitments to ourselves, these small, simple things that we're going to do because they're important to us. They are what we've taken the time to think about who we want to be. And now through streaking, we have a way to actualize that. And as we do it, we recognize the power that comes as we've kept these commitments to ourselves, which tempers that desire to want to fix everything at once. And it helps us to realize, you know what? Progress is sometimes slow, and that's okay because the slow progress also sticks. It's true to what I really am actually becoming who I want to be. And I'm doing that one day at a time, and that takes time, but I'm also building this level of credibility and confidence in myself as I do it.
Did you ever put coins in a money box as a kid? Then surprise yourself at how much was in there when you actually emptied it? The same thing is happening with streaking. The benefits add up all the time, and one day you'll notice just how far you've progressed. When you start to get into really big numbers on a streak, a funny thing happens. Word spreads. Because it's so unusual for anyone to continually do something uninterrupted for a long time. When they do, it fascinates people. Jeffrey explains that this is where the role of community comes in and gives streaking an extra power. When others start to celebrate your achievement, you realize you've built something really special.
One of my personal favorite streaks happens to be Cal Ripken Jr. And Cal Ripken Jr., Major League Baseball, they call him the Iron Man because he played 2,632 games in a row consecutively, never stopped. Now, before him was Lou Gehrig, and he played 2,130 games in a row. And the night that Cal Ripken Jr. broke Lou Gehrig's record of 2,130. It was in Baltimore. The stands were packed. I mean, there were over 47,000 fans. There were millions of people watching on TV. The president of the United States was there, all to watch him play a game. This community of baseball, when the streak went past 2,130 and flipped over to 2,131, everyone in the stands stood up and started cheering for Cal Ripken Jr. Not only did they start cheering, they kept cheering. He made 11 curtain calls in order to get the game going. I mean, there was still a lot of game. The fans would not sit down. Finally, he went around the entire outside of the stadium, high-fiving everyone, thanking them, and enjoying the moment. The total applause time was 22 minutes. It's the longest spontaneous applause of any sport at any time, 22 minutes. And why? It wasn't because they were winning or won the game or won the World Series. It was because of one person's consistency. And that consistency brought the community together, and the community celebrated with them. That's when we recognize that every streak lives within a community, be it two, Jamie and I, or 60,000 or millions. It doesn't really matter. The streak lives in the community because people celebrate with you.
We may not be in a position where our streak leads us to doing laps of honor around a ballpark in front of thousands of people, but if we make noticeable progress by building a streak, people will want to celebrate with us. I think Jeffrey and Jamie's concept is really useful as our lives get faster and busier. Sometimes the hour and a half you need to get to the gym and do a workout is the time you just can't afford, so you dump it. But if your commitment is a 1 mile walk a day minimum, you could fit that in and keep doing it. What's better, some exercise or no exercise at all? The self-credibility and confidence we can build by committing to and delivering small daily actions could make a big difference to our lives. If you want to hear more shortcasts from beyond the to-do list, hit the follow button on the show page to be notified when new episodes come out. I'm Eric Fisher, and thanks for listening to this shortcast of Beyond the To-Do List.